4 iron, you've been great, you've always been there for me, but then the hybrid came along. Hi, I'm Paul, and this is The Golf Show. Hi everyone, I'm Paul Hemlin. Welcome to The Golf Show. On The Golf Show this week, we're going to test whether a 9 handicapper should be using a 4 iron or a hybrid. I'm going to have a chat with our head pro, get his advice. I'm going to try them on the practice ground. I'm going to try them out on the course. So we're going to do that. We've got our subscriber showcase feature where you guys are the star of the show. You've been sending me your videos, you've hit some great shots, some trick shots, some golfing fails. So we've got one of those for you today. We've got Rory McIlroy's shirt still to get away, so please subscribe and get entered into that competition. And also we've got our regular rules feature where I'm going to tell you about the new rules when you're playing out of a penalty area. Okay, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. It really does help me out. If you're a regular viewer, thank you so much for the support. We hit just over 500 subscribers last week and that was amazing, so thank you very much. Guys, that's more than enough from me. Let's get on with the golf show. So let's have a quick look at the runners and riders today. This is my hybrid. It's the PXG 22 degree 317X hybrid. As we saw from when I did the what's in the bag review, all the PXG clubs are numbered. The 317 is the US Marine Corps code for the sniper. As we know, the founder of PXG, Dr. Bob Parsons, was a US Marine. This has got a graphite shaft in it. It's 1 inch longer than normal. Got the multi-layer grip on it. This is what I typically have in the bag. I think I get quite a lot of confidence from that. It's a good looking club. I think I can hit it pretty well. It's quite versatile. You know, I do enjoy using this club. Normally goes about 205, 210 yards if I hit a good one. Let's have a look at my 4 iron now. So my 4 iron is the PXG 311 XP. So the XP is their most forgiving club. I have the T set of irons, which is the Tour range, but the XP just gives you that bit more help, bit more confidence to get it off the ground. This is 19.5 degrees, whereas the hybrid is set at 22. Obviously with PXG, you can adjust these weights here when you get fitted for them, if you've got a slice or a hook, just to get them optimum performance out of the club. These are a 1 inch longer shaft, got the same grip on. I tend to only use this if I'm up in St Andrews or playing some links course where it will go lower, and again, this one's going to go around about 210 on a good day. So before I head out onto the course and test these clubs and do some testing here on the practice ground, I want to have a chat with Head PGA Pro Guy Wills here at Fulford Golf Club and just see, are people still buying 4 irons? What's the latest trends? Guy, how you doing?
Oh, very good, thank you, Paul.
Good stuff. Guy, so you do lots of club fittings. Are 4 irons a thing of the past?
In a roundabout word, yes. Yeah, I mean, a typical set is 5 iron to sand wedge, let's say. Generally, the lower the handicap would generally put a trend on saying the higher the swing speed and could get the likes of a 4 iron or a 3 iron or a 2 iron in the air, because you know the difference between the two really is this will fly a lot lower. The difference with the hybrid, how it's weighted, is much more at the bottom, so your centre of gravity is a lot lower. That'll produce a much higher ball flight. So for somebody of a lower swing speed would generally really benefit from a hybrid. And I guess the lower the swing speed, the more into the set you're going to use the hybrid. So we do see sets even going into 5 hybrid, 6 hybrid, 7 hybrid. But the stronger, faster swinger doesn't necessarily have to be handicap based. Could use an iron, but they are a lot easier with a hybrid. So the answer is these are going. These are a whole lot easier. But on a general sort of British course like what we're playing here at Fulford, this is perfect for you. The 3 iron, the 2 iron, they're a thing of the past, I would say. I would treat the hybrid from a setup point of view very similar to that of an iron and allow the club to do more of the work than you need.
Yep.
So what I mean is with an iron, you're not trying to help it up in the air, or with a hybrid, you're not trying to do the same. There still will be a slight descending blow. So ball position is not massively different from what you would normally have played for that 4 iron. So if we have a go with the hybrid versus the 4 iron, just set up fairly similar for each of them and see what the flight characteristics. Okay, so we've got the 4 iron here to start with, and as we've discussed, we've got the ball position kind of a couple of balls inside that left heel, so not too far forward. Yeah, that's about right for me. And then from there, just make your normal swing. Great shot. But again, quite a low flight for a 4-iron, one which would be absolutely spot on if it was windy. Nothing wrong with that one. And if we do exactly the same now with the hybrid, same swing. So for those of you at home, you can't see that, but that is absolutely ripped straight down the middle, but definitely a difference in flight.
Higher, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And as the wind kicks up, you can start to see what that would do if you were playing into a wind. From a standpoint of a 9 handicapper, club golfer, the hybrid wins for easiness.
I feel more confident with that.
Absolutely.
That is a game improvement 4-iron. It's not quite the same as the other irons in my bag, and it's got quite a big head on it, but that just...
Sure, I mean, you're going to get, if you looked into the bag of a tour player, you probably wouldn't see a pure 3-iron or a 4-iron. You'd see what's called these crossover clubs. So Ping do one, Callaway do one, and as you say in your PXG, it's a crossover, so it's a blend between the two. It's not an iron, nor is it a hybrid, but the characteristics are it's got the weight more at the bottom, it's designed to get that ball slightly up in the air, but yeah, the two you hit there were spot on.
Fantastic, thanks Guy, thanks so much for your time. It was interesting hearing from Guy there that most players now are going for hybrids. I think they're really versatile. I think the broader sole helps you out if you're in the rough, the light rough, got a bit of a worse lie, not quite as intimidating as an address. So it sounds like more people are going for these. These typically have graphite shafts, so they're going to help you get the ball up in the air. They've got the lower centre of gravity as well, with the weight further back in the head. So what do you use? Do you use a 4-iron, the more traditionalist, or have you moved over to hybrids? And if you use hybrids, how many do you have? As Guy said, some people have a 4, 5, 6 and 7 hybrid and don't start their irons until an 8-iron. So that's quite interesting. I saw Gary Player, who also plays PXG. He's got loads of head covers in his bag. I'll try and find out before the end of this episode how many he uses. Obviously he's in his 80s now, but if it's still helping him, you know, golfers play golf till they get quite old. Maybe the hybrid is something we want to be thinking about. So I'm on the practice ground, I'm going to hit some balls. I'm going to hit 6 balls with my 4-iron and 6 balls with my hybrid. I've just bought 12 balls, 6 in white, 6 in yellow, so we're going to have an exact comparison. We're going to measure it on the Garmin, see which goes the furthest and see what stats we get. So as you can see, I've got the balls marked up there so you can test how each one gets on. Okay, so there's a black and white post down there at 240 yards. I'm not going to reach that, but that's my line. Let's start the test. We're going to go with the white Titleist balls, and this is number H1 for my first hybrid. Oh, let's do this. Okay, so first shot's going to be with the hybrid. So a slight headwind, would say that, wouldn't I? Gone right, that would have missed a fairway. 235 on the Garmin Carry 211. Let's try ball number 2. Oh, that's nice. Absolutely pured that. Bang on target. That's gone 218. That's about where I'd expect to see the hybrid. Quite pleased with that. After I've hit all these, we'll have a walk down and see where they finished. At ball number 3, H3. Oh, I was a bit nervous there for that first one. Oh, terrible. Low and right, not very nice. Garmin didn't pick that up and I don't blame it. Okay. Gone straight but low. Wasn't the best strike. Still reckons it's gone 240. I'm not so sure about that. Okay, we need a couple of better strikes here, Paul. It's always tempting when you do these tests to kind of rush it a little bit. Oh, that's massive high right. That's awful. I fell really back on that. That's a lost ball. 230. Okay, final one. These haven't been great. Leaving the door open for that 4-iron. nice. It's high right again though. That'll be right edge of a fairway. That one's gone 200. Bit inconsistent there, disappointed with that. Let's dive straight into the 4-iron. Let's see what you can do. Oh, down the left. Caught it heavy. Oh, nearly a lost ball. Not good. That's gone 174, so a miss hit with that. The miss hit with the 4-iron is nowhere near the same as a miss hit with the hybrid. That's pretty nice. Slapped it a little bit, it's gone straight. 168, so again, not the perfect strike. Slightly less heavy there, as you can see from the divot. It's gone okay, but it's 50 yards short of where I want it. Let's hit ball number 3. It's okay. Could have crossed it a little bit. Garmin's unable to calculate that one. I'm thinking that might be about a 180. Oh, that's massive right. That's terrible. Oh my word. Oh dear. I didn't realise we were making a bloopers reel today. Gosh. That went 204, but 204 that way. Oh, slappy left. This isn't going very well. Okay, last ball with the 4-iron. Let's try and make it a good one. How could I do it when Guy was here? Normally I tell him how great I've been playing, then hit one ball and it's terrible. Okay. Oh, it's gone right again. Get down. Oh dear, that was terrible. Okay, 209. Got a bit of a problem with these clubs, I think, today. So not at my best. What was interesting there though was that the 4-iron is a lot less forgiving when you don't hit it well. Well, that didn't quite go to plan. I had just had a lesson with Guy for an hour before I hit those balls, and I had a few things going through my head. I only hit probably 1 or 2 good ones there, and they were with the hybrid. I did feel that when the off-centre hits came with the hybrid, they were still okay. They were maybe losing 10-15 yards, but not a dramatic drop-off. With the 4-iron, 2 of the absolute slaps there that I hit, really bad shots. They went down to 160, 170 yards, and they were all over the place. I've got a feeling I've lost a couple of those balls, so that's not good. But so interesting that the 4-iron isn't as forgiving. I think we could probably guess that, but good to test it out on the practice range. Okay, so the black and white pole was what I was aiming for. We've got one of the yellow ones here that actually bounced off these trees. That was a terrible shot, horrible hooky shot. This one is 4-iron number 1. Okay, so the similar length. So this post is 140, so these have only gone 160. There's another yellow one here. Which one we got here? This one is 4-iron number 2. So 1 miles left, 1 miles right. You've got a few more of the hybrids here. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and the 6th one is down there. So not great, but a lot closer together. So these weren't great shots. This one was H6. Got one here. This is down the middle, but it's short of target. This is H2. That's maybe gone 175, 180. And the green one here, so gone a bit further. This might have been the best one with the 4-iron, I think. But again, you're not going to be getting on a green on a long par 3. That was 4-iron number 3. And then the furthest shot I hit today in a straight line, or relatively straight line, was this one here, which was H4. Now I hope Guy's going to give me some friends and family discount there, because as you can see I've lost 2 of the white balls and 3 of the yellows. So that's pretty terrible. I was rushing a little bit, I felt, but even so, that's not good. Not good at all. Okay, so I'm going to do some testing on the course today with a hybrid versus the 4-iron. Had the lesson from Guy the other day on how to use them. That went really well. Then I went out onto the practice range, tried to compare the 2. That wasn't so good, didn't hit my best shots, but there we go, that's real golf. I'm trying to make this content relatable. So we're just heading up to the fairway bunker on the 4th to try a couple of shots out of a bunker. A hybrid is not something I've used in a bunker very often, and a lot of the fairway bunkers here at Fulford are pretty deep. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. It's 6:30 in the morning. It's really cold. It's started to rain. I'm in a buggy, which is good, so that's nice. Bit of wind chill. Be a YouTuber, they said. You'll go to Dubai and be an influencer and film nice things. It's really cold, but I'm loving it. Okay, let's get this test done. Okay, so I'm going to carry on with the 4-iron versus hybrid test. I'm in the fairway bunker on the 4th at Fulford Golf Club. I've got 230 yards to a front flag. Trouble all down the left, out of bounds down the right. First swing of the day. What could possibly go wrong? The yellow ball is the 4-iron. The white ball is the hybrid. I'm going to start with the 4-iron. 4-irons out of bunkers, hybrids out of bunkers. It's not something I make a habit of. A lot of the bunkers here are pretty deep, so you haven't got the chance to do that anyway. But there are going to be courses where you can play out of a bunker and maybe go for the green. So not a shot I do all the time. That's all my excuses out the way. Let's see if we can get this on the green. It's out the bunker, it's gone right. 50-50 whether I'll get that one again, just didn't quite get through it. Okay, now let's try one with the hybrid. I mean, that 4-iron cleared the lip, no problem. Carved it a bit high right. It's still quite early in the day, I'm not fully warmed up. I just want to get this done before people get out on the course. Hybrid out of the bunker, that's not something, I can't remember the last time I hit a hybrid out of a bunker, so here we go. Let me aim a bit further left, Paul. Oh, that's got a chance. That's got a chance. Go, baby. Both of those easily cleared the lip. That was great. I'm a bit surprised at that. Hybrid a lot higher, obviously. Being the second ball of the day, I played that a bit further left. I might give the 4-iron one more shot. What do you think? One more with the 4. So I'm going to give the 4-iron a mulligan. First shot of the day, I wasn't really thinking. I went straight at the flag, carved it right. The hybrid had the advantage of that, aimed a bit further left. So we'll try one more with the 4. Okay. Stone behind my ball, which you're allowed to remove under the rules of golf. Oh, hit it heavy. Better line though. Not quite as easy. Let's have a drive up, see where they've gone. So here's the mulligan with the 4-iron. 87 yards shy of the flag. But that's okay. It's a difficult shot that out of the bunker. It's not something I'd want to take on. Maybe in a medal. Would I just lay it up? Possibly. But there we go. We got it out. Okay, so here's the first one that I hit out the bunker today. This was a 4-iron. It's in the rough. 50 yards from the flag. Greenkeeper's dog enjoying himself there, as Peter Alice would say. What a life for that chappie. So the hybrid is finished just short of the green. Really good result from a fairway bunker. I think golfers are most standard to be proud of that one, especially at this time of the morning. I had the benefit of seeing the 4-iron go right, so I aimed a bit further left. It suited my left to right shot shape. But you know, reasonable chance getting up and down from there and making a par. I think in the fairway bunker test, the hybrid was the winner. I have to say just how beautiful Fulford Golf Course is looking. It's the first week back after lockdown, and our members like myself are really happy to be back here. What a beautiful place. Big thanks to all the greenkeepers who look after us. So good to be back. This is the 15th hole at Fulford. Always a bit intimidating if you've got a good medal score going. It's a brute of a par 4, long hole, stroke index 4 I believe. Pretty narrow, some really severe fairway bunkers over there you do not want to go in, which sometimes forces a lot of golfers down the right hand side. And I think there should be a plaque down there by those trees, because I play a lot of my second shots from there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put myself in the rough and test out the fairway and the hybrid from down there, see if I can get one on the green. Okay, my second on the course challenge now is 210 yards from the right rough on the 15th at Fulford. This shot is going to involve me shaping the ball a little bit left to right. As a slicer of the ball, I don't mind that. I prefer that rather than trying to go right to left. So So we're going to hit a couple here, see how near we can get to the flag. 210, 4-iron first. Oh, that's nice. Where's that been all my life? That is going to be just in front of the green. We are going into a draft today. That's not bad. Okay, so just hit a peach of a 4-iron there. Beautiful high left to right. It's come down just in front of the green. We are into a slight draft. Couldn't have hit that any better. So let's see what the hybrid's got to say in putting up a fight against that. Just going on the left edge of that greenside bunker. Come on. Oh, I didn't start that left enough. I think that's going to be maybe the trap down on the right. Oh no, it's clipped a tree. Right, I'm going to give the hybrid a breakfast ball now. What do you call it when you get another free go? On the first shot hitting the bunker, I called it a mulligan, which is what we'd call it here in the UK. I'm going to give the hybrid a breakfast ball, which is what my friends and our subscribers in the States call it. So what do you call it when you're having another go for free? Okay, hybrid, we can do better than that. That's a great strike. Still didn't get it as far left on the starting line. That's just in front of the green. Let's have a drive down and see where they finished. Not bad though. Okay, so here's the first shot from the hybrid. It's in the rough on the right. Didn't start that one left enough. It had the right shape on it, but the starting line was all wrong. Bit disappointed with that because the hybrid, the sole of it is designed to go through the rough. I mean, some people even call them a recovery, but I think that's a bit of a negative thought. I like to call them a hybrid, you know, a crossover between an iron and a wood, as Guy said the other day. There's the 4-iron down there, and let's go and find the second hybrid. Okay, so these balls look pretty equidistant from the flag. That beautiful 4-iron is just over there. Nice angle for an approach in there. You know, a decent chance of an up and down from a par. The mulligan or breakfast ball with the hybrid. A couple of yards shorter, it went very high. In the light rough here, no real harm there though, still got a reasonable chance of getting up and down. Got to say on this challenge, the 4-iron is the winner. Loving that. I'm actually playing later today. Will the 4-iron be making an appearance in the bag? Well, that's giving it a good shout. This is the fabulous 17th hole at Fulford Golf Club. Par 4, you're nearly home now. Now, this is a challenging hole for golfers of all levels. In the early 80s, Bernard Langer played a shot from that tree you can see in the distance down there. So if Bernard can end up in a tree, I could be going anywhere. It's a super wide fairway, but there's an ash tree on the right hand side that you can easily get blocked out behind. So it's important to get your tee shot down the left half of the fairway. It's not a driver, you can get blocked out easily. It's probably not even a 3-wood. I might go long iron here, typically in a medal, depending where the tee was. We're on the yellow tees today. I'm going to try the hybrid and the 4-iron now in the final challenge, just to see who will be victorious and see where we can get a ball down the middle of this fairway. I'm going to go with the 4-iron first. It's important to get this ball down the left-hand side of the fairway, otherwise I'm going to be blocked out. Low one there, I'm going to get away with that. I mean, that's finished perfect. Very low, came up a bit early, hit it low on the face. It was interesting, we're on the practice ground. This wasn't very forgiving and I got into a lot of trouble with it. That one's not going to do me any harm at all. Let's swap out for the hybrid. Can the hybrid stake its claim for a place in my bag? Let's find out. Got to keep it down the left, Paul. Oh, that's awful. That was a shocker. Well, the 4-irons won that one. So here's the ball from the 4-iron. Got away with that big time. Middle of the fairway. But as I say, there's no pictures on the scorecard, right? I would take that every time on this hole. Now, whilst hybrids and 4-irons were designed for long distance shots, the hybrid is quite a versatile club. You can use it around the green. Perhaps you've got a little bit of rough to get over and you can't quite putt, just gets that bit of top spin on the ball. You can remember Justin Rose when he won the US Open, he pulled a little 5-wood out when he was by the side of the 72nd hole, and I was like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? Obviously he put it really close and became a major champion. So let's see what a 9 handicapper, not a major champion, can do from off the green with the 4-iron and the hybrid. I would imagine the ball's going to come off the face a bit hotter than it would do if I was hitting a putter. That's okay, it's not great. That's a little bit in my way. Let's try that with a 4-iron. I don't think I've ever tried a 4-iron pitch and run. I'd probably use a 7. That one's gone a bit better. Tell you what, the 4-iron is putting up a fight today, isn't it? Wow. So I really enjoyed doing that test. It was great to be back out on the course. Thank you very much to Fulford Golf Club for letting me out. Thanks to Guy for helping me out on the practice range. It's a difficult one to call that. I expected the hybrid to win hands down. It is very forgiving. It's what I've had in the bag most of the time. 4-iron really performed there. And in fact, I'm going to play today and the 4-iron's going in the bag. So it put up a good fight. So it shows I can still play the 4-iron pretty much as well as I can play the hybrid. This will probably only come out there when I do go on to links courses when I'm up in St Andrews. But this will probably be the mainstay at Fulford. But for today, the 4-iron's going in the bag. I really hope you enjoyed that review. I'm trying to do some relatable content for real golfers. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button. It'll make me feel better for all the balls I've just lost. Okay, I've got an hour before I tee off. Time for a bacon sarnie. And there we go. The 4-iron is in today's bag. Okay guys, it's over to you. It's a subscriber showcase time on the Golf Show. I need you to send me some videos of hitting some great shots, some fun shots, maybe some not so great shots. We've got an absolute classic in this next clip here from Luke. Enjoy this, but guys, don't try this at home.
Did it get out?
So this week in our rules feature I want to talk about penalty areas. And I'm not talking football. Penalty areas is a phrase that was introduced to golf in the 2019 Rules of Golf changes. A penalty area is defined by red or yellow stakes. We'll define what the difference of those is in a separate episode. And you're in the penalty area if your ball is on the inside edge of the penalty area stakes. So this one clearly is. So what can I do? Well, under the old rules of golf, you weren't allowed to ground your club. But things have changed now, and effectively, it's just the same as playing a shot from the rough. So I've got to my ball, I can remove any loose impediments, got some leaves there in the way. I can take practice swings and ground my club on the practice swing. I can also ground my club when I play the shot. Decent chance of making par now. I want to give you Rory McIlroy's signed Night Golf shirt, and all you've got to do to be with a chance of winning this is to subscribe to The Golf Show on YouTube. Yes, it's as simple as that. Go on YouTube, search up The Golf Show and hit that subscribe button. And whilst you're there, turn on the notifications so you're not going to miss the great content we're putting out there each week. Then, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I will pick one at random and I will ship this beauty anywhere in the world. Best of luck.